This episode is sponsored by ODP Business Solutions, built to address all your facility needs. Visit odpbusiness.com today. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of VUCA. It stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. What's important about this? Well, these four forces shape nearly every challenge that leaders face today, from a global crisis to a local business disruption. So today we're going to discuss how leaders can adapt, inspire confidence, and thrive when the path forward isn't always clear. Expect insights that draw from history, real-world case studies like Apollo 13, and practical leadership strategies designed for today's environment. And to do this, I'm pleased to welcome a returning guest, Dean DiSibio. How's it going?
Jeff, outstanding. Really appreciate the time. Thank you.
Absolutely. This is an important topic. I'm glad you brought it to me because we need to talk about it and bring some awareness to it. So let's do that. Let's start off with an easy question. What is, beyond what I just shared, VUCA, and I think more importantly, what does it mean to Dean?
Certainly start with myself first. It really shines a light that we need to evolve. We need to adjust, and potentially we may need to transform. That could be individually or as a team, or frankly, as an organization in this disruptive world that we presently live in. If it's okay, I'll step back and unpack a little bit about where this came from and kind of bring it to today. You know, the concept of VUCA emerged, hard to believe, all the way back with the U.S. Army War College. So yes, it was describing a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world, though it was thought that it was resulting from the end of the Cold War. Well, the term gained a much wider use in the early 2000s, truly relevant after 9/11. That terrible tragedy really underscored the unpredictable nature of the global events in front of us. That framework has really been adopted in our world, the corporate world that we live in, to help understand or say navigate through this disruptive market conditions. If we think really quickly about where we've been since 19, Jeff, we had this thing called a pandemic, real big deal. Supply chain challenges, labor shortages, inflation, environmental concerns, social and political unrest, obviously technology advancements like AI, economic fluctuations can be triggered by things like tariffs. Some would suggest more has happened in this period, starting with the pandemic, than any given time that we've ever been part of. So it's really not if, but when another disruptor comes to bear.
As the modern workplace evolves, organizations must evolve as well. They need a partner that understands this new world of work. We are that partner. We are ODP Business Solutions, formerly Office Depot Business Solutions Division. More than just office supplies, ODP is a force for change, helping address technology transformation, sustainability, innovative workspace design, cleaning, break room, and more, making organizations everywhere say, oh, when they see how much more we can do. ODP Business Solutions.
Thank you for sharing that, Dean. So you called it VUCA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like scuba, an acronym.
Absolutely.
So business leaders probably have heard of this. They understand. It has military roots. But why do you think it resonates so strongly with leaders today?
Anything that's clear and concise, and we'll call it compelling, resonates with leaders today. This really, truly is a mirror to our present leadership landscape. It has been, It's clear to us that it's going to continue to be. The other is there's great consequences and opportunity here. The consequences, if we don't figure out how to manage that, lead through it, can be brand erosion, market share loss, leadership burnout, loss of really good people. On the flip side, though, when we manage it and lead through it, we could have competitive advantages, retain our top talent, attract talent, and achieve the goals we want. So it really is the center of plate, the center of gravity today from my seat with leaders.
Dean, I know we're going to talk about Apollo 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk about that. What stands out to you as the most critical leadership trait for thriving in a VUCA world with that in mind? And we all like a good space story.
There's nothing better. There really isn't anything better. There are a slew of leadership traits that are activated in Apollo 13 and are most essential that leaders have to activate managing through, we'll call it these times. I would suggest the most essential is adaptability. That really, it shines a light in particular of Apollo 13. As we recall, the mission was to go to the moon. Well, quickly, we'll call it explosion comes to bear mid-flight, and quickly and succinctly, change of mission came to bear. From going to the moon to bringing back our astronauts. That adaptability was able to trigger a bunch of other really critical leadership traits that needed to be activated. But without that quick adaptability, clear understanding, there's no way that the rest of the story, after Houston, we have a problem, to, we'll call it success of that change in mission, would have never happened without that adaptability.
I think it could be fair to say that most leaders, many leaders, maybe people in general, feel overwhelmed by complexity. We like things to be easy to understand, easy to do. But what tools or frameworks can help them, thinking about today's topic, bring clarity without oversimplifying this subject?
There's a lot to unpack there. So I'm going to try to, there's that premise of having some simplicity to your point, but not oversimplifying. We could look at it maybe in three separate buckets. One is clarity is critical. A part of that is trying to anticipate the future. Another is at the present to be able to provide clear direction. And then we'll call it last, and there's many others in a lot of ways, would be ensuring that we make informed decisions. So my sense is that providing clarity is a team sport. So driving cross-functional working groups that are doing scenario planning for the future I believe, is an important piece of that puzzle. Strong decision-making processes that are already baked and can be triggered, not just to solve problems, but potentially to ensure that we can maximize opportunities that come to bear in this space. The military is big here, right? We have the military decision-making process, 7 steps. You'll laugh, Jeff. The first step, mission analysis, is 23 steps. Why? Because it's clear to us that our intuition, especially in times like this, is probably won't serve us necessarily well, because these are unprecedented times. The other, for us to slow down before we speed up, why a good, disciplined, with rigor decision-making process is critical in times like this. And then I would say that the last piece, if we have teams scenario planning, we have teams decision making. The other is we have the rest of our folks that are doing their day-to-day job. And perhaps the best way is to ensure that we give clear direction what that is. Really quickly, though, really a great framework is what we call in the military the commander's intent. It's our way of providing clear and concise direction, providing guide rails that aren't too narrow, that allow people to be empowered, but guided empowerment. And it's simply at its core is just saying we have to, as leaders, provide the purpose, the why we're doing things, and ensure at the end of the day that folks understand what the end state that we want to get to. Give them the tools and let them get there.
Dean, empathy and communication are important. Some call those soft skills. I think they're important skills, but some will say they're soft skills. How do they become survival skills in this conversation?
Yeah, it's interesting. The soft, as we both know, it is so hard. If we think about this environment, the acronym VUCA, this premise of this isn't just a work thing, right? This is a home thing. It's a work, it's a play. Everywhere we go, we have this volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. So at some level, for us to really try to understand our people's emotions, whatever they're feeling and why, to be able to have our emotions in check, that we're this steady hand amongst this challenge. In essence, having strong emotional intelligence, that ability to understand our emotions and others, to provide true empathy related to it, is critical. At the end of the day, our people are going to need to know that we care, and having our emotions or having emotional intelligence in this space is critical. And in parallel, the communication is important. People want to know what we know. Many times we follow up the information, kind of need to know, nice to know it. The reality is our people need to know what's going on the best we can. And then sometimes we have to share it when it hurts. We have to share information and we need to communicate. It will help strengthen trust, which is critical in this space. And at the end of the day, lastly, I'll say that we really have to ensure that we think about communication and art and science to it. If it's a communications czar or someone that's responsible to navigate, so who, what, when, how, and why are we communicating, and what platforms? It should be very, very intentional, all related to serving our people and helping them navigate this difficult time.
So, Dean, if you were to build a VUCA playbook for modern leaders, you have to start somewhere. Let's say the most important thing. What would be the first principle you'd include, and why would that be?
I will give the first, but I must tell you, I have a kind of a 1A. So if it's all right, I'll go with one first.
Absolutely.
Is flexibility. There are parts of our businesses that will demand some level of flexibility. Our value-added proposition, potentially our go-to-market strategy, our structure are all areas that have the ability of flexibility. And we should recognize that and be prepared to do that. That kind of 1A, though, is just as critical. We have to have a strong foundation related to our core values, our purpose, the why, why, that we're all coalesced in the business of whatever we do. Why do we do it, and why is it important? And that we have a strong culture. And so that combination of flexibility in certain parts of our business, and the other is a very, very strong foundation to guide us appropriately and thoughtfully, it will be very critical in that, well, developing this playbook.
Very sneaky, Dean. Very sneaky. A 1A. I like it. All right. Well, I'm out of questions. I think we're about out of time as well. But did we miss anything? Any closing comments you'd like to add to wrap it up?
First of all, I really appreciate the time. I'm mulligan. I'm a bad golfer, so I'll throw a couple framework or pieces or mulligans here. One is brainstorming, getting everyone's minds involved in what we do and how we do that is really critical. And sometimes potentially doing a stop, start, continue exercise and getting everyone involved in these places so that everyone at some point has a voice. We talked about the movies very briefly. Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies. It suggests that every day is the same. By the way, sometimes that's a beautiful thing, though in this environment, it typically isn't. Every day is going to be different. For that, we're going to need to build resilient, agile people, teams, and organizations, and hopefully have a whole bunch of fun along the journey. So that would certainly be my close, Jeff.